Is Ijara a good option for halal home buying? If you are considering halal home buying, you may be asking, is Ijara a good option? Let's break down what Ijara is and how it works in the context of Islamic home financing. Ijara is a Sharia-compliant method of financing that operates as a lease-to-own arrangement. This makes it a popular choice for Muslims looking to buy a home without engaging in interest-based lending, which is prohibited in Islam. In an Ijara contract, an Islamic financial institution purchases the property and leases it to the home buyer. The buyer makes monthly rental payments, which include a portion that goes toward eventually owning the property. The ownership of the home only transfers to the buyer after all payments are completed. This structure avoids interest, framing payments as rent instead. One of the main features of Ijara is its compliance with Sharia law. Since the transaction is structured as a lease rather than a loan, it aligns with Islamic principles. The financier retains ownership of the property during the lease term and bears the risks associated with ownership. This risk-sharing aspect is essential in Islamic finance. The lease-to-own structure allows buyers to gradually acquire ownership through monthly payments. This means that buyers are not obligated to purchase the property until the end of the lease term, offering flexibility. Moreover, because the transaction involves a tangible asset, it meets the requirement that financial dealings be backed by real assets. However, there are practical considerations to keep in mind. Buyers often need to provide a substantial initial deposit, typically around 20% of the property value. It is also important to note that the home remains legally owned by the financier until the final payment is made. Monthly payments may be higher than those of conventional mortgages since they include both rent and a portion toward ownership. While Ijara is a good halal option for those wishing to avoid interest, there are some limitations. Buyers do not gain immediate ownership rights, which may be less appealing compared to traditional home buying. Additionally, in some markets, Ijara contracts may be less common or have fewer competitive options compared to conventional mortgages. Overall, Ijara offers a Sharia-compliant and interest-free way to finance a home purchase. It provides a suitable choice for Muslims who want to buy a home in accordance with Islamic finance principles. With its focus on risk-sharing, asset backing, and gradual ownership transfer, Ijara stands out as a valuable option for halal home buying.